What I'm discussing right now is how to streamline your menu items up here at the top. A lot of people don't think that this can save a lot of time, but actually it can. If you're an advanced user, there are many menu items in here that you will never use and will never touch, and why not just get them out of the way? If you're an instructor and you want to force people to use keyboard commands, it's another way of kind of forcing them into getting away from using menu items and using the keyboard commands that are associated with that menu item. Kind of mean, but might work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose Edit Menus. And you'll notice that a dialog box appears, and it's the very same dialog box that appeared when we were working on keyboard shortcuts, except that you'll note that I can switch between keyboard shortcuts and menus using the tabs. You'll also see that I can change the menu for application menus or panel menus. Now, panel menus would be the little menus up here in the upper right of a specific panel. Now, I'm just going to change something in the application menu right now. I'm going to choose that perhaps every time I go into the image menu item, I don't want to see certain items. And the reason why that might be is because I'd like to adjust my color using the curves panel, and I don't want to go ahead in and access levels, and I don't want to use brightness and contrast. Even though, yes, brightness and contrast has been greatly improved in CS4, I still just don't want to use it. I want to use curves for everything. So turn off levels and even turn off exposure. Now I can even scroll down further and turn off, variations and shadows and highlights, anything I want to. I can scroll back up and I can indicate that curves is what I really want to use, so make that green. Notice that my set becomes Photoshop Defaults Modified. Just like when we did the keyboard shortcuts, you might want to save your own set. So I click on the Create a New Set button. I'll come up here and call this Jen's. You can call yours whatever you want, and I save this. Click OK. Notice I choose Image Adjustments, and the only thing there in the line above for color adjustment is curves, and it's highlighted in green. So what a great way to force me to work in this. Plus also, I could get rid of many of these items so that I don't even have to see them anymore. Now remember, this is just the visibility and color of a menu item. It has nothing to do with the keyboard shortcuts. That's when you would go into the keyboard shortcuts tab in order to do that. But just makes it a lot easier to find this item. I can also come in here, Edit, Menus, and I can also change my panel menus. Now I'm going to go into panel menus in a little bit more detail later, but for right now, notice that each panel has a menu bar up here in the upper right, and if I click and hold on this, you'll see it's grayed out right now because I have a dialog box open, but I'm in the swatches panel menu right now, and you can say new swatch, small thumbnail, large thumbnail, etc. So I can come in here and choose that maybe in my swatches panel menu that I want large thumbnail to be red. I don't want to see large list at all. But again, customizing these menus, and you'll notice that when I click OK, I come to the panel menu, you'll see that large thumbnail is there and the large list is gone. So again, helping you to organize your menu items so that you can be more productive when you create your files.